So
Uh,
thank you very
now,
much.
now it's okay, sir. Please.
Uh, I would like to thank Mr. Mendonça for giving me the opportunity to present my views on the foundation. And we were discussing the other day, how do we encourage the members? We were just discussing because being an NCA of this club, it is my duty to train and guide the members also. So when we were discussing the other day, it just came out that we should have sessions. We have had earlier orientation sessions also with this club before the formation of this club. So turned out. So let us start with this topic of understanding the Rotary Foundation. And so that's why I not made it complicated. It would be a simple way to understand what is the foundation. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. It's visible.
So we will go into the basics because it is very important. Rotary Foundation, as we all know, it is the charity wing of the Rotary International, and today it is doing projects across the globe. We are known by the importance of the Rotary Foundation. It is the best. If you go into the website of Charity Navigator, which gives ratings to all NGOs and charity wings across the globe. Rotary Foundation for the 16th year has got a 4-star rating, which is the topmost rating it has got because of the work that the Rotary Foundation does. We will be understanding in detail what we are doing at Rotary Foundation and how we as Rotarians have been contributing to the progress of the Rotary Foundation as well as to the community by service and contributing to the Rotary Foundation. So it started. It was just born from a single idea from the outgoing president in 1917, Clump, who proposed an endowment seeded with a US dollar 26.5, which started the foundation. As we all know, Rotary started in 1905, but the seeds of the foundation were sown by Clump. And in his recognition only, there is a recognition of Clump society member, which is for the highest contributors for the TRF. We will be looking into it in the later. Over the 100 odd years that has gone in Rotary, Rotary has spent more than 4 billion plus in sustainable projects worldwide. You can imagine the work that must have been done over the years in sustainable projects. Rotary does projects across the globe. Irrespective of any distinction of caste, creed, population, nature, nothing. Rotary is present in 204 countries, so you can imagine the reach that Rotary has. Around 7.2 billion have been contributed till date to Rotary from various sectors, including individuals like us, corporates, and others. So, what is the mission of the Rotary Foundation? The Rotary Foundation is by improving the health. Please take note. It is for advancing world understanding, goodwill, and peace by improving health, providing good quality education, improving environment, and alleviating poverty. So you can imagine what a charitable cause we are working for. It is, as I told you, it's a charitable arm of Rotary International, which is governed by our board of trustees, and it is globally trusted, rated, as I told you, as a 4-star charity rating for the 16th year by the Charity Navigator website. What we work on, the Rotary Foundation spends on the 7 areas of focus of Rotary. As we all know, Rotary works on 7 areas of focus. So all the grants or all the work that we do, all the projects should align with one or more of the 7 areas of focus in any project. It starts with peace building and conflict prevention. What happens in peace building is Rotary's got peace centers. Smriti had come here. She said she is a peace. She guides for the peace fellows from my district 3142. She had introduced some time back. So Peace building and conflict prevention. Rotary gives peace fellowships to people, around 130 of them every year, including 80 diplomas, 1 year diplomas, and 50 master's course of a 3 year course. They are given in around 7 universities across the globe. And now in India also, we have the 8th University of Peace of Rotary recognizes, that is Symbiosis in Pune. So we have now got 8 centers where this education is provided. It takes care totally, it's totally complimentary. No charges are paid by the students. There is a process by which you have to go through a selection process. Yes, the condition is you cannot be a Rotarian or should not have been a Rotarian for the period of minimum of 3 years prior to being eligible for this Peace Fellow this thing. So you have to take care. Then the second focus area is disease prevention and treatment. Polio is one of the biggest examples that Rotary has been working on. We'll look into polio in some time. And then now Rotary is concentrating on diabetes and thalassemia. So disease prevention is one more thing. Water sanitation and hygiene. Rotary has been working on it for long because water sanitation is very important. Rotary has been doing lots of projects in African areas. My African friends who are sitting can corroborate that with various projects on water and sanitation and hygiene. Rotary has been doing check dams. In India, in our district alone, we have done more than 460 check dams through global grants, which helps uh, save water and helps in the irrigation. Maternal and child health. It is used for reducing mortality. Recently in Nigeria, a hospital was built through the global grant in Uganda. Sorry, I said Nigeria. It is in Uganda in Bukerere, one of the clubs where I am associated since long. They have done a global grant project for a maternal child health care center also. The next is basic education and literacy. Rotary has been harping on literacy, 100% literacy on all. We have seen the Rotary literacy mission and all that we must have at some point or other, we must have worked for the Rotary literacy mission. Our programs like Teach, and nowadays new programs have been coming that Rotary clubs are encouraged to contribute softwares, educational softwares to the needy students so that they can study on their mobiles. And then community and economic development. It creates sustainable livelihoods and economic opportunities. And the last one is environment. This is the latest focus area that was added a few years back. And we also have action groups to work on these. What are these action groups? They are dedicated action groups to work on certain types like SREG we had for environment. There is a WashREG for the water and sanitation. Menstrual health and hygiene will take care of the disease prevention part also. So on and so forth. We have got 27 Rotary action groups also, which are involved in supporting these causes. Now we come to the Polio Plus, the Rotary's greatest mission, which I spoke to you. We must all have been doing it recently uh, in June end. I think on 29th of June, we had a NID that we Rotarians contribute. We go home to home, we go door to door and ensure that polio doses are given to children. This started as a mission from a club in Manila, Rotary Club of Manila. We started it as a project in 1985. And then it was picked up by the local district in Manila, Philippines. And then it grew to the Rotary. And from 85-86, Rotary has taken it as a pilot project. Rotary has been supporting it. Seeing the work of Rotary, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation also came to us. They said that yes, we are willing to support Rotary on this greatest mission of polio eradication from the world, thanks to the support of Bill and Melinda Gates and all the Rotarians, because it started in such a way that Bill and Melinda Gates said, we will give you 100 million provided an equal amount of $100 million is contributed by the Rotarians. within the next few months in low and below. Within a couple of months, the Rotarians contributed and it was done. So now for every dollar that you donate, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation donates $2 towards this mission. What have we achieved? 3 billion children have been immunized since 1988. Global polio eradication. Global polio eradication is a United Nations initiative, and Rotary is part of that. Endemic countries now, polio is seen in only 2 countries, Pakistan and Afghanistan. It was the last country that was eradicated was Nigeria around 4 or 5 years back. After that, now only these 2 countries are remaining. Efforts are on to ensure that the world becomes polio free. So this is our target. As I said, contributes on behalf of Rotary, the Gates Foundation matches with $2. And this way, if you see, technically it goes to $6 because if you give $1, the Gates Foundation matches it with 2, it becomes 3. And then the Rotary Foundation matches it with 1 to 1. That is $3 becomes $6. So every dollar that you contributed to the polio mission becomes $6. And you can imagine the multiplication and how it supports the people and how it supports the cause. So this is how we can understand. This is the biggest thing that Rotary has done. Although recently Rotary has started publicizing, earlier Rotary used to take the backstage. So it was always seen कि when it comes to polio, दो बूंद जिंदगी की, we used to see Amitabh Bachchan ji coming on the TV and advertising दो बूंद जिंदगी की. But the government only lended back-end support. All the finances and the groundwork was done by Rotary. Even today we are doing, you must have seen Rotarians going and giving NID doses to various children. Then Rotary helps in district grants and vocational trainings. What are the district grants? They are small, flexible. Now, what happens? Yeah. So, what is happening is when you donate to the annual fund of TRF, we discuss Polio Plus, how it goes and how it multiplies. Every dollar donated to the annual fund, it comes back to your district. 50% of that comes back to your district after 3 years. So supposing your district cumulatively has donated $1 million towards the annual fund. Please remember, I am speaking only annual fund. Then 45% of that comes back. So that's around $450,000 will come back to your district to be used for district grants. So this is where you do a project, the district will contribute a certain amount to that project as a district grant. So you can do various projects which is supported from the district designated fund. As I told you, the district gives you the grants and you can do various projects. Normally, these are projects of 1 to 3 lakh rupees that are done in the locality and local community base. Then we have vocational training teams. That is a group of professionals who travel internationally to either teach or learn. I'll give you an example. A team of Rotarians took a team of farmers from here to Israel for a vocational training team to teach them how are the new farming techniques to grow, increase production of agriculture products and get good quality agriculture products. So this way they went and learned. You can imagine Israel, although being a very small country, but it is highly advanced. So a group of farmers went with a group of Rotarians. That team went there. This is how it happens. Another vocational training team went from my district 3142 to Nigeria for helping them in maternal. It was a team of doctors who were gynecologists to train the doctors in Nigeria. So this is how vocational training teams work. So it can either go for training or it can either go for learning. TRF awarded more than 27 billion in district grants in 24-25 itself. Then we come to the global grants. So what are the global grants? As we said, 45%, 47.5% comes to you back, administrative charge, and the remaining amount that is at the foundation is used for supporting global grants across the globe. So they are the TRF's most powerful instrument. What happens is a global grant can be of a minimum of $30,000. So now you would say, how can we collect $30,000? So the point is, your club may contribute say an X amount, say $2,000, $5,000. It is matched by your district from the DDF. So supposing your club gives $5,000, your DDF, the district gives you $5,000. This way you get an international club matching partner, which will give you 5,000 and 5,000, $20,000. And that amount is matched 80% by the Rotary Foundation. So that you will get, once you get 20, you will get $16,000 from the Rotary Foundation as a global grant. So your project size becomes $36,000. So you can do a project of $36,000 by accumulating only $5,000 for the project. So you can see the benefit of multiplication. But when will that happen? Only when you contribute and support the Rotary Foundation. If we don't support, if we don't contribute, it will be difficult to get it. As I said, the minimum budget is 30,000 per project. Maximum World Fund, it will give you up to 4 lakh. We have had projects up to $90,000 and $1,50,000 that have been done through the global grant by clubs who have invested hardly $2,000 to $5,000. So you can imagine the scale that you can grow by contributing to the Rotary Foundation. Again, World Fund match 80% of the DDF distributions matched. In Rotary Peace Centers, I had already informed you. Let us have a look. It brings out professionals. Peace centers operate on 6 continents. I told you the 8th one is in India in Symbiosis. Each fellow, then once they are trained, I told you 50 masters and 80 diploma holders come out every year. Rotary is giving them. The applications go normally up to 15th of May. You have to make the application to your district. Then there are interviews held, and then the district will select people. Mostly these people can be from any social background. They can be former IPS officers, they can be former IAS, or people who are interested in service background. So these are most of the people. You can send them. Once they clear this, they are deployed as various places to support peace initiatives across the globe. So this is what is done. TRF collections by the numbers, if you see, annual fund collection is around 36.01%. The Polio Plus is 32.67. The Endowment Fund 15.74 and other contributions are 15.57. This is the calculation of 24-25. 146.4 million of annual fund was collected during 24-25, and the all-time total collection has been 3.6 billion. Similarly, for polio fund, it has been 2.5 billion. Program spending, for other programs, Rotary has been spending 331.6 billion, and the endowment fund. Now, what is the endowment fund? It's a legacy fund. You have to contribute a minimum of $25,000. You can create an endowment in anybody's name. Supposing Mr. Mendoza was to create an endowment fund, he says, I will give you $25,000. You create an endowment fund in XYZ name, and it will be used for XYZ purpose. What happens there is that amount is not utilized. It is invested in securities, and the interest earned out of that comes back to the district, and then it has to be spent for that very purpose. Supposing he says it has to be spent for girl child education, so that amount, whatever interest they earn, 3%, 5%, and it comes back, it will be spent on the girl child education. Now you would say, why should can one person give 25,000? Yes, many are giving, but it can be a cumulative project also. How it can be done is you can create an endowment fund for your club by contributing $1,000 each. So your club you can have a Rotary Club of Bharatiya Connect Endowment Fund. $1,000 each you can contribute. Alternatively, an endowment fund can be created by contributing in 3 years. 25,000 need not be paid in 1 year. In the first year, you pay $9,000. In the next 2 years, you contribute $8,000 each. You can have. Alternatively, districts also many a times, like our district, every year it creates a new endowment fund. So it gets the money from the members. It is a minimum of $25,000. You can have more. So members can contribute, and then the district creates an endowment fund which remains over there. So this is how endowment funds are created. Now, how to give? Annual fund, as I told you, the general donation, that is a basic general donation you give, that funds the grants and all that we get, and Folio Plus fund. Again, the advantages of Folio Plus fund, I told you, every district, every club, every member is encouraged to contribute to both. What you can do is you can just go on the website in your rotary.org account. There's a link called as donate. Once you go over there, you have to select the purpose for which you are giving and then put in the amount. You can pay through credit card, you can pay through UPI, you can pay through bank. That's okay. You get a ATG credit for that also if you are eligible for that. Then endowment fund, I already told you how you can give. Either a single person can create, that amount can be created in 1 year or maybe over a period of 3 years. It can be created by a group of people. It need not be created by Rotarians only. If you have a company known to you, they would like to have their legacy noted, so they can create an endowment fund. If you have an NGO known to you, they can create an endowment fund. Again, as I told you, it is not to be paid in 1 year. It can be paid in a maximum of 3 years, distributed 9,000, 8,000, 8,000. You can plan it that way. Suggest people. If you get it from other companies and NGOs, the credit will go to the club also, that they have helped in contribution to the TRF. And others is directed gifts. It is directly to a special global grant project. So if you feel like somebody has approached you that Nigeria is doing a global grant project and they need your contribution, so a member can directly contribute. There, the minimum contribution is $1,000 you have to give. You can directly contribute to that global grant. Again, you have to go to Rotary.org website, click on donate. You will find a link of global grants. When you do that, just enter the global grant number over there, GG number so and so, and you can contribute to that global grant. Now, why should you give? I already explained to you, but if you give, there are some incentives. You get individual recognitions. A sustaining member, a person who gives $100 every year to the annual fund towards whatever it is, you become a sustaining member by default. So every year, all you have to do is just give US $100 to become a sustaining member. Then to become a Paul Harris Fellow, you have to give $1,000 every year. And when I say every year, it need not be given at one time. In India, we have something called as recurring bank account. You just put an amount equal to $100 in the recurring bank account. After 12 months, you will get $1,200 plus the interest that you can, out of that $1,000, you can give over here as a PHF. Alternatively, you can directly give to Rotary Foundation in installments of $100 each in 10 months. No problem. It will be calculated as $1,000 during the year. Many a times, the districts also provide an incentive that you pay $300, $400 and the district will help you with the remaining through points. What happens is, for every rupee that you are contributing to the Rotary Foundation, you get certain points in your account, which can be used only for this purpose. So it can be held the other way also. If some of your members have got say 5 to 10,000 points, then what you can do is you can encourage your members that you pay $500, we will give you 500 points, because those points cannot be used for anything else. So it is better to do it, or you can do it for your family members. Supposing Samba has invested $1,000 and he's become a PHF, so he gets 1,000 points. So what he does is he's very smart. 1,000 points he will transfer in his wife's account, and then she also becomes a PHF without paying anything extra. So in $1,000 he gets 2 PHF in his house. This is how it can also be done. Similarly, you can promote to and help other members also. Then multiple Paul Harris fellow. If every year you contribute $1,000 or you become a Paul Harris fellow through these points and all that, you become level 1. Like Pratik is a level 3 Paul Harris fellow. So every second year Paul Harris fellow +1, +2, +3, and so on and so forth to +8. You will get a pin which will have a sapphire pin if you are up to level +5. That is $6,000 if you give. And then the remaining 3 you will get ruby pins with rubies on it, 1 ruby, 2 ruby, and 3 ruby for 6, 7, and $8,000. Then again, there's a Paul Harris Society. If you give a minimum of $1,000 and you sign an undertaking that I want to become a Paul Harris Society sustaining member every year, you become a Paul Harris Society member. I am a Paul Harris sustaining member. You get a chevron pin mentioned as PHS. Along with that PHF or the MPHF pin, you just pin it to your body and you can move around. So that's a PHS pin. Benefactor. How do you become a benefactor is so to become a benefactor, what you have to do is you have to donate 1,000 towards the endowment fund, minimum of 1,000. As I said, if you are having your own endowment fund of $25,000, you automatically become. But even if you contribute to a endowment fund, like maybe of your club or your district or your country, whatever, or any other NGO, you become a benefactor member. You get an insignia pin for a benefactor member. I am a benefactor member myself, so you can do. Then, as you keep on giving cumulatively, once you, as I said, there in the PHF, we had recognitions of PHF +8, that is up to $9,000. The moment you go to $10,000, you become a major donor. But for becoming a major donor, you cannot use those PHF +8 of the points. It has to be actual giving of $10,000. So the best way to be a major donor, if you don't want to give it one stroke, become a Paul Harris Society sustaining member. By that, automatically your PHF level would also increase, and by the time you are in the 10th year, you become a major donor. This is how I became a major donor. You get a crystal and a lapel pin recognizing you as a major donor. Then there's a bequest society. This is very important that you need not give anything today. All you have to just say is put it in your will that you would donate from your estate, your beneficiaries would donate $10,000 to the Rotary Foundation on your death. So that once you send it, once you put it there, send that will to the Rotary Foundation, and then they would give you a bequest society membership engraved of Rotary Promise Crystal. So it can be from minimum of $10,000 and upwards. There is no limit. Now we come to the Arts Club Society. This is in recognition of the person who started the Rotary Foundation Arts Club. If you give cumulatively $250,000 during a period, it can be one time, it can be cumulative, you become the Arts Club Society member, trustee circle. And then again, there are also levels over there. If you give $500,000, you become a chair circle. And if you give $1 million plus, you become a foundation circle. And if you become a Art Club Society member, your photograph will be put up in Rotary Center, Evanston. There is a gallery of Art Club Society members. You will be called there. You will be felicitated by then at that time whosoever is the RI president. And your photo will remain permanently in the Art Club gallery at the RI World Headquarters. So this is an initiative. My district has got 2 Art Club Society members. One of them has recently become a chair circle by donating $500,000. So you can see there are people who are contributing. Polio Plus Society. Then another donation is the Polio Plus Society. If you give to the Polio Plus every year $1,000, you become a Polio Plus Society member. Sorry, 100 page you have to give every year, and then you become a Polio Plus Society. It matters. Why is it important to donate to Polio Plus? Also, as I told you, every dollar that you give, it turns to $6. Every dollar becomes $6, and it is used for eradication of polio across the globe. Because polio is one thing. Why do we give it? One may ask that once it is eradicated from India, why are we still administering the dose? Because it is important that we ensure that it doesn't recur. Even if a small virus somewhere it remains, it can recur. So that's why we continuously put it every 3 months, 4 months, whatever is the cycle, we administer the polio dose to everybody. And then there are club and road track recognition banners also. Now what we saw was the individual recognitions, but the club also gets some recognitions. Every Rotarian every year. So if every Rotarian contributes minimum of $25 and the club as a per capita contributes $100, the club gets a banner of every Rotarian every year. So assuming your club has 20 members, so your club contributes overall $2,000, and you have to ensure that minimum $25 have been contributed by everybody. Some may be more generous, they may contribute 500, some may become PHF. So that way you automatically grow over 2,000. Like my club, they are assured that my $1,000 every year it goes towards the PHS. So they are assured. So this helps to the per capita, and then it matches that. Supposing you give more than 1,000, divide by 20 becomes more than 100, and if every member has given at least 25, you become a EREY club. Similarly, 100% foundation giving club, if every club gives same thing, $25 and 100, you become a 100% foundation giving club. Top 3 per capita club, this is per district it gives. So supposing you have, as I told you, your per capita is 100, but there may be other clubs which are contributing more. So top 3 clubs which give per capita, they are also given a top 3 per capita club banner. Rotary's Promise Club is one where 100% of the members have promised the support to endowment fund at least $1,000. So either you have given or you have promised to give. That is, as I told you, in the next 3 years. So you become a Rotary Promise Club. And then even the Rotractors, 2 more club banners are there which are not listed here. One is a 100% PHF club. So if you have all the members as PHF, your club will be entitled to 100% PHF club. My club, out of the my club has 90% of the members as PHF members. So this is how you can increase. And then 100% PHS club, that if you have all members contributing $1,000 each every year to the Polaris Society, you become a 100% PHS club. Similarly, 100% major donor club. So you are getting those banners also. And even a Rotary club, if it contributes just $100 cumulatively per year to Rotary Foundation, then it becomes a Rotary, it gets a Rotary giving certificate. Our Rotary club got it in the year of charter itself, the Rotary giving certificate. So you can, it's just a piece of encouragement that you have to. So what is should be our call to action? Give, contribute today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Contribute to annual fund or Polio Plus fund and earn your recognitions. Work with the district to plan a global grant if, or a district grant project if you want. Advocate, promote TRF. A member, a donor need not be a Rotarian. As I said, you can get it from your friends. You can get it from your office colleagues. You can get it from other NGOs. And the club will also get a credit. Even if a non-Rotarian is contributing through the club, they would also get a personal recognition, but the club would also get the club recognitions based on the donations that you are giving. So, and then qualify. Your club has to be grant qualified. That is, the president and the president-elect has to sign an undertaking and attend a district grant seminar, which is done every year to be eligible to get the district grants or the global grants. These are the sources. Now I'm open to any question and answers. Thank you very much. Again, I would like to thank my President Pradeep, and the Rotary Club of Bharatiya Connect for giving me the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Think we'll have some question and answer. If any questions. If there is no questions, I think shall we move on to next activity? I request to present Rotary Pratik Dheeraj Dhananjay Vidwan to present read the certification of honor to Rotary and Dr. C.L. Vijay Narayan Kewalramani for his valuable address and continued to the Rotary Fellowship. Shall I display?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Can you see this?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You want me to zoom in?
Okay.
Please read out, sir.
Yes. Thank you. One sec.
Do you want to?
Presented on the occasion of Rotary Bharatiya Connect and Rotarians of Coffee Catcher International Speaker Series. Rotarian Dr. C.A. Vijay Narayan Kewalramani is honored for his exemplary contribution to Rotary International and the Rotary Foundation. The precising chartered accountant and inspiring Rotarian. He has demonstrated the experiential leadership, integrity, and un- unwavering commitment to service above self, leaving and lasting impact on the Rotary community. Thank you.
Okay. I think you can just read out signed by all the Rotarians. Sriram Gangareddy, Rajkumar, and Pradeep Deo. Thank you, sir. Thank you for
Thank you.
presenting
It
the
was my
certificate.
pleasure.
Now I'll move on to our next activity. Now that self-introduction, President invite all the participants to brief their introduction themselves.
It is if anybody